what we have seen is that Trust Wallet is already being used organically for a lot of remittance cross-border. It's not just about making money. We have so much stablecoin volumes, many being used for probably everyday daily life usage and cross-border transactions. If that's the case, that can be our strategic advantage that we grow more of those daily finance. Ultimately, we want to be the new bank for the future of finance.
I feel like Mr. Boom. Yeah.
Hey guys, how are you? So today we're in second episode. Actually, she's the first one to come in the second episode because they're always doing great work and amazing milestone. And nothing is better than one of the first wallets that I actually supported and used, which is Trust Wallet and the one and only Eowyn Chen. How are you?
Hi.
How's
Thank
everything?
you, Elja, for inviting me again. Super honored to be the guest that can come here twice. I consider that to be such a privilege.
By the way, she's very, very humble. She's very, very hardworking.
Thank you.
That's not a compliment. That's actually, people know me. If they know me, don't know how I'm very hard in saying words. I don't even say compliments usually.
Yeah, thank you.
But you are really hardworking and you're working with passion and you always listen to people. And that's why Trust Wallet is number one, the mobile downloaded wallet in Web3, correct?
Yes. Right now we are crossing more than 210 million downloads now, and monthly active users growing. And not even so, I think more excitingly is that our swaps and trading part, which we were not doing very well, is actually doing a lot better, and then crossing more than 1 billion of the volumes. So
I'm sure many
we're
people are
happy with
using
that.
for Aster when Aster came as well. Like people went buying Trust Wallet, connecting the DApp.
I think not just the dApp, right? When Aster token is immediately made available, I think a lot of the time spots is only able to bought on Aster, but then we make sure that immediately it supports natively in our swap. And not just for BNB chains, also cross-chain, so that people everywhere wanted to get access to this hot token and they can get a chance to. So we try to stay on top of the market and making sure that people can access what they wanted to get to more.
And people
nowadays.
can also buy Aster from Solana using Trust Wallet, right?
Yes, you can bridge. We do swap and bridge in one setting so that people doesn't have to do
Oh,
two
that's really
steps
amazing.
to do so. Yeah.
By the way, if people don't know, Trust Wallet, again, it's not a financial advice or technical advice, but it's actually the most secure wallet I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Even back in the past, I remember when people were like, quote unquote, saying, we got hacked and they were using Trust Wallet. It was all fake because they were not creating the first account on Trust Wallet. They were creating other wallets, if you remember the incidents. And then they switched the private keys to Trust Wallet. But I'm using Trust Wallet from day one. Zero issues from the security part. Sometimes I think it's even over-secured.
Yes, sometimes we do sacrifice some of the ease of the use for the security portion.
Which is the most important thing.
But then you got to get the foundation right, and then everything
That is
else is on top of it. So I think that's one of the benefits. Yeah, to your point, I think we're very honored to be many people's first wallet. So I think every 1 out of 3 people, if they access any kind of crypto wallets, they are using Trust Wallet. So
100%.
I
That's
think
true.
very proud of that. Yeah.
But let's go because today we had you before in the first episode, but people who don't know you, we're just gonna go fast. Who's Eowyn Chen?
Yes. So this is a hard question, like a self-intro. I guess that right now I'm the CEO of Trust Wallet. Started that almost 4 years ago, three and a half, to 2022. That was the time when last rounds of the bull market happens. I was transitioning from my 4-year journey at Binance between 2018 to 2022. That was the time I think the market was very exciting. Crypto had the DeFi, also had an NFT. I was heading the marketing at Binance for Global. My life, however, though, become further away from the industry because I find myself every day in the leadership meeting was just get asked, will we do this sponsorship with that sports club or that kind of naming rights with that stadium? I'm more of a quantitative kind of person. So when I cannot calculate the return on investment per se, if somebody just charges you twice compared to any other industry because you're a crypto company, I feel I don't want to be the stupid one to really pay for that money. But those are the experiences, super exciting. I can meet sports stars, Hollywood stars. Those are very glamorous, but I don't need to know anything about crypto in those moments. And that made me start to wonder, why do I join the industry back in 2018? I often have this tendency that I join something in the bear market, to be honest. And then at that time in the bear market, I think my fundamental thesis of what I joined the industry is because I see crypto become the infra for the future of the finance. And how big financial industry is, how big internet company is. I think that's very, very exciting. In the deep bear market, to believe in an industry can be twice of combining the two highest market cap industries. So that's when I jump on the wagon of Binance and handling the global communities, grow the marketing team, learned a lot from the two great founders at Binance.
Who are they?
CC and He.
He.
They're great mentors. I tremendously respect them. But then, like, I think in 2022, with all those kind of, again, everybody was talking about mass adoption, right? Like crypto going mainstream. That's why there were so many sponsorship happening. If I don't even need to know crypto and the technology behind it, then anybody can do this job. And why am I still able to learn something new that this industry can change the world going next? So I was feeling lost about, yes, I'm in one of the world's best exchanges. I can access the world's best resources. Of course, I'm expanding the user group for the world, for crypto industry. But if I don't even know what's going on in the industry that propels the innovations and really changing people's life, I don't feel the substance with my marketing work anymore. And that was also life serendipitously happened because Binance acquired Trust Wallet back in 2018 as well. So the founder of Trust Wallet, Victor, and I would join around the same time. I was ringing him up. I say, Victor, what are you up to? How's life? He said, I'm looking for someone else to help me take care of everything else outside of product eng. I'd be like, Victor is one of the best
Developers.
technical people.
I do agree, yes.
With high integrity, which I value those things quite a lot. He loved to share knowledge. He want to empower people. So I just feel like, yeah, isn't Wallet another important entrance point that everybody coming to blockchain, real blockchain, needs to have? And also, Wallet is not just a front end. It also needs to know the chains behind. It needs to know the protocols and the utilities being built on top of it and present them best to the users to use while ensuring their fundamental rights of self-custody. I thought that's quite exciting that I can bring what I learned at Binance about user growth, user education, marketing communities to the true Web3 portions on chain. And it will be much more exciting if mass adoption happens on the blockchain. That's when I made the jump, 2022, to work on the wallet. And now it's quite exciting that 3 years has passed. I think we 5 times the user size, including the bear market time window. We turned a business from losing tens of millions of dollars to making profit more than tens of millions of dollars, or even more nowadays. So business is sustainable. Now it's the time to thinking about how to propel the next stage of growth, both from product perspective and from community perspective.
So since I'm also actually I think I'm one of the first people who used Trust Wallet back in the days.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing recently a lot of improvements happening within minutes. Like when you buy a token from PancakeSwap or whatsoever, the token added automatically. You don't need to go. It became way friendly, user friendly. Even like many people I know, they left Trust Wallet in the past because of the difficulties. They came and now they're trying it. They say, oh, now it's really more into the degen side because degens are like every 5 minutes buying something, not every month.
Yeah.
So now there are so many things happening to a point I can't catch up anymore. That's why, what is the roadmap? What's happening?
Yes, yes. For the past few months, we have been really improving on a couple of areas. The first one, to your point, is trading portion. What we're trying to hone in is that what's the advantage of Trust Wallet? It was known to be the Ethereum wallet or BNB chain wallet, which is still the foundations that we have, but the 100 chains that we can connect people to, like the cross-chain, the multi-chain, is what we have a heads up. Even though Phantom or MetaMask, everybody's going multi-chain, but it takes time to kind of get to a much better equilibrium multi-chain
100%.
experience. So I can proudly say that amongst the Western crypto wallets out there, we definitely have one of the best and easiest cross-chain swap experiences. So we compared to everybody else, as we hire like BTC to Ethereum, BTC to BNB, to Tron, to Solana, those kind of the user experiences, not only those native coin, but also with stablecoin. I think that has been one of the, it's not often talked about when people are DJing, but it's a fundamental route that you have to make it open so that people can, move freely.
Actually, it's a good thing you just said now. People are just like degens, they're just using wallets, right? But when you speak technical to them, again, you lose them at the first second. But when you have something small, infographic, like really, why Trust Wallet? People don't get it.
Yeah.
Like people don't know that many people that I know personally, maybe also you know, they're using Trust Wallet as a hard wallet.
Yeah.
As like to save their funds for, and they don't care about it.
Yeah.
And these things people don't understand.
Yeah.
They only understand when they getting scammed and they're getting their wallet getting exposed to some malware whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I think this is also good for them to see what makes why Trust Wallet is Trust Wallet.
Yeah, they can use more of it.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that's
so great. So now you told me from the roadmap, you said the first part.
Yeah, that was happening in the past, right? So it was like how to allow people to trade any token anywhere. That was a vision, right? And I think we're probably getting the major chains covered, 80%, 90% already with the most popular ones. The next step is still allowing more where people wants to get covered, but with much better experiences and much advanced tools. So in our roadmap, we wanted to go more pro trading. Previously, we're like simple swap. Then going forward, we wanted to provide advanced features like perps. And
that's an
order.
Alpha.
Huh?
That's alpha, or some people know it already.
We do publish that in our roadmap statement already, so it's not. But I don't think many people pick that up.
If I didn't know it, it means I didn't pick it up.
Yes. So we would do perps. We would have like DCA tools, limit order tools, much better graphs, and much better like token risk warnings, signals. Even leveraging not just like traditional social signals, but much more advanced technological AI advancements to see if that can help people do better research. So we think that pro trading is an overall strategy for the BNB and finance ecosystem. So we definitely wanted to be able to be a strong support for our parent kind of ecosystem out there.
So you're saying Trust Wallet now, in part of their new roadmap, to become a decentralized perp exchange?
Whether we become decentralized perp itself is a how question. I think we're still kind of debating on the details. But for users' perspective, they can have a very advanced native perp experiences in the mobile app directly. That is going to be powered by decentralized
and
perp
definitely
stacks.
you're going to have a referral with that. You're going to have a referral model or not?
That's a level of the details. I'm not too sure, but something.
I want referral and I want to be rewarded with TWT.
That's true.
It's only 1%.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. Gotta make sure that that's available. But something with the perps, I was talking to the team the other day, is that we might want to design it a little bit more differently because from what's best for users, we don't want too newbie of the users to do perps that they don't know what they get themselves
for the risk appetite.
Yes. So we will actually do the perps features for the pro trader, advanced traders, meaning that people who already will use perps and know how to use perps, but will do them natively on mobile better. The reason has been that even given previous Binance Futures experiences that we know of, and also the friends around, is that if exposing newbie users too early to perps, it only makes them lose their position.
I mean, they lose in
knowing what
spot, so imagine.
Yeah. And then that's not going to be healthy for them nor healthy for the industry. So we will probably, like compared to the Phantom's perps, we will make it more for advanced traders that rather than clicking different buttons on a few screens, where it'd be like one screen, you can see all your information, stay on top of 1 minute chart that you can understand, and you can do your positions adjustments in that
Or
way.
you can allow AI as well for, like, let's say degen people with a risk appetite. So we just allow AI, much better than copy trading in my kind of opinion for now.
Yeah, I think I'm closely watching those experiment of AI trading tools. I think the performances are kind of varied at the moment. We want them to be a little bit more mature to prove higher success rate, and then we can better introduce them to the
basically
users.
you're saying education also is very important. So my question to you, you only care as a trust wallet now as doing the professional traders, or you're gonna have also a part for education for newbies?
Oh, of course, of course. We have a lot more newbie users. That's why a lot of the functionality has been focusing on how to do simpler trades better, like swaps better, right? How to do DCA better, limit order stuff better. It's just that for perps, we think that the best users to get on board first is more pro trader, but newbie users get a chance to get guides, notifications to do so. But they wouldn't be the primary of the users that we expect to use perps, because that's not going to be very healthy as incentives for us to make sure that the newbie users doesn't get on board too quickly, that they just lose their positions and then got burned by crypto and then leave altogether.
Actually, maybe there's not anywhere in your roadmap, but when you were speaking now, I mean, Trust Wallet has the most users in all wallets combined as number. And since now it's DeFi, so there is a pure anonymity for the users, right, to keep their privacy. Imagine now someone just pro trader and he's putting, and there's all like live streams, so all the degens can watch and learn what's happening.
Meaning that you allow live streaming from your wallet to see how you're
who,
doing the
who wants
trades.
to do that? Yes, I mean, it's open for people, right?
Interesting, yeah.
I mean, people
cool
want to learn, want to engage. Like if you've seen other launch pads, for example, now they made this, they want to be like becoming like the Twitch or whatever. People want that things, and in meme tokens there's so much, or it's happening now so much. But in trading, it's all closed boxes.
Yes.
And no one can actually see it, and that's why you can think there is a pro trader, but at the end there's a loser who's selling courses to his people and VIP signals, right? Where they get wrecked all the time. But here it's actually a good part of education. It's more fun. Like, I would love to see that and open it on my TV and watch what people are doing and how they're thinking, their logics, if they want to share, of course. And they be rewarded, and they can be rewarded. Like if I stake TWT, I'm able to watch streams, and if I'm showing it, if many people liking it, I will also take tokens. I mean, I would love that. Sorry, again, it's out of the
no. I like creative ideas.
Yeah, it's out of the scope. But,
I need to take notes
because you have users. I mean, Trust Wallet is Trust Wallet, no joke. It's again, I love Trust Wallet, so I don't want to be seen like I'm too much pushing it. But Trust Wallet is really Trust Wallet. Yeah,
I like it. It can create a lot more opportunities for creators while having the educational components to it, right? I think that's great.
It's engagement. You want users to stay.
Yes, of course.
Now, what other than the roadmap?
Yes. Also, what we have done in the past is that people who are making money actively, there are also people making money passively, right? DeFi is a huge part of our industry.
100%.
And I think this cycle, there is a slight more innovation on DeFi 2.0, no matter that's with the Pando model. There are different new strategy vaults, and then there are a lot more treasury money market funds that helps people to earn on their stablecoin. So what we have built for the past few months was that we were the first major Western wallets to offer stablecoin earn. So users can now, I was seeing that, there is a particular chain that sponsor USDC with, 11% APY on USDC. That's much better earning opportunity than people's bank accounts, right? But then how to give people even more opportunities to expose to a pro fund manager strategy with the vaults and be able to leverage collaterals, getting sustainable yield and be able to earn more. I think that's the second point of the pieces that we want to grow with the industry.
But you already have this from
we,
before.
we already have
What
it
makes
for a few months.
different?
We already have it. Now we see that it's steadily growth, which is interesting, right? Even in bullish market, we see the stablecoin TVL just like steadily grow at a linear rate. These are all organic, like without much kind of promotions out there. So I think that this can be one of the best bear market strategy, right? That it's a resistance to market cycle. There are always going to be TVL putting there, and then how to then going from simple stablecoin vaults that we're having right now to a little bit more advanced strategy vaults. I think that's the next steps that we wanted to expose people to. So we're talking to different kind of strategy creators on different vaults, on different protocols, and to see what makes the best kind of a risk reward appetite that we think are fit for to expose it to the users. Then we're going to integrate on those kind of native protocols more.
Don't you see now with ETF and all this happening, don't you see, like now we're still speaking about stable coins. What about gold and silver? Why do I still need to exit the market or use centralized platforms if I want to go?
Yeah.
But if I can just put my stable coin and having my bonds in gold or silver.
Yeah. I think you're talking about the RWA trend, the real world asset trend, right? So this is a trend that traditional assets are moving on chain. There are a lot of pushes around gold, around silver, but I don't think silver is that attractive. But don't quote me, right? Like if people want gold,
silver is more attractive than gold.
Really?
And you will see very soon.
You blow my mind. Really?
Yeah, silver is way cheaper than gold. That's true.
Yeah.
But silver is not just used because gold mainly for two uses.
Yeah.
For
you mean industrial use?
Industrial uses, yeah. But silver, it's used in so many
more places. I see.
The demand will come, but people don't see that.
Interesting. That's a good point. Anyway, so.
But of course, Chinese love gold, so.
I thought Middle Eastern all goes too. So with the RWA, with many more assets get tokenized on chain, of course that can expose people to more opportunity. And that the fundamental interesting thing is it gives a lot more strategy creators opportunity to design a combination of how much assets to hold to generate what yield return. Right. And then this is part of where professionals might be playing slightly better. But then those can happen decentralized in a decentralized way that normal people can have access to, compared to traditional capital market that you have to get exclusive access to certain funds that you can get access to those strategy. So I do think that this is a quieter trend in our industry, but quite interesting as more RWAs are coming along. It is this kind of a vault and fund strategy that user can access to with meaningful and good enough of a risk return reward that might give a lot more opportunity for newbie people that in traditional markets they don't have access to. So this is the earn part, right? Passive earning part, and we're talking about pro trading is the active money making part. And I think those two are what our industries are offering. But then ultimately, we want to be the new bank for the future of finance. If we want to be the newer bank, it's not just about making money that our industries do, is being able to do your everyday life. What we have seen is that Trust Wallet is already being used organically for a lot of remittance cross-border send and receive. We have so much stablecoin volumes, tens and billions of the stablecoin, many being used for probably everyday daily life usage and cross-border transactions. If that's the case, that can be our strategic advantage that we grow more of those daily finance. How to help people fiat on-ramps and off-ramps better across the world, right? We're already in the sending portion, but then how to connect the beginning and the end a lot better.
Imagine this is the main thing until now it's not fully fixed.
So, for example, very soon in this quarter, in the next month or two, we'll be focusing on a lot better with cash in and cash out. We're focusing on a whole new P2P experiences.
So you're gonna have a P2P now.
We'll not be working ourselves, but we'll be working with other P2P providers.
Okay,
but
third parties.
but we will revamp the user experiences in our own product for those P2Ps so that right now it's so hidden that people don't even know how to use it, nor the conversion rate was very bad. So we wanted to better revamp that whole user experiences again to solve this, beginning and the beginning mile and then the last mile problem, right, with crypto. It's not that sexy compared to what I was talking about earlier, this whole trading, this is whole strategy DeFi, but this is the pain points
This is
for
actually
most of the people.
It's funny. It's the main point for mass adoption. Till now, it's not even fixed.
Yeah.
And the way it's being proposed today, it's really high commission based. Through this like cards whatsoever, it's really extracting a good amount of money from people earning, while crypto is not made for that reason. We should give the less.
We should give cheaper.
The less
to
we
people.
can give to people, not the maximum that we can extract from them.
Yes.
And I think Trust Wallet will play because you have the user base, you have the security, and then you're gonna fix the last part with the partners that they can actually do that in a nice way.
Yeah, I think especially for people's first crypto wallets, right? And then sometimes where people store a lot of their assets on, we want to make sure that we can take an active role in this user journey. But of course, it's not something we alone can fix. I think this is where industry-wise, TradFi and DeFi merge, right? Like one of the vision is that it doesn't really matter if it's TradFi anymore or DeFi anymore. You want it to be much more seamless. So to really fix this problem, we do have to work with TradFi. We do have to know where traditional finance, where's the inefficiency, where the fees are, right? And then even with the regulations, how to open things up so that you can achieve this seamlessly. You don't even need to care about what financial infrastructures that we're running on, but you just get it done, right? And then if it's done efficiently with TradFi, go use it. If it's done with efficiently with DeFi, go use it. Ultimately is that how each part plays its role the best. With highest efficiency is what the users gain. I think that's where our industries and traditional finance are really trying to figure out, no matter it's with the RWA kind of narratives that we have, or with even just the pain points for daily crypto users that we're talking about. And we're already past the industry age that, hey, we're only doing DeFi stuff. Like TradFi is complete enemy. We're already done with that. We need to figure out how each part plays its better role for efficiency and break the barriers a lot better. I think a lot of the traditional decentralized wallets are not really focusing on that, right? Because there are a lot more sexier on-chain stuff they are focusing on. But this is the foundation. If we don't solve this foundation, money flows not free, then there's no such mass adoption that we're imagining
100%.
for on-chain.
100%. It's very complicated, I will say that, even till today, which is funny. I mean, as much as they're trying to endorse crypto and we are like crypto friendly, but when you go inside the industry, it's not friendly at all.
Yeah.
So
we're talking about a couple of roadmaps, right? The pro trading, the DeFi stuff where industries are offering for people to make money, everyday finance, how to make TradFi DeFi more easier. And the third part is we do want to now, as we have a sustainable businesses, we wanted to give back to community. Is that we are
this
picking
is the third or the fourth?
This is the third.
Because no, we have the third as the
pro trading and the pro trading and earn.
So it's under one package. Trading
you can
and
consider them to be two. Maybe I should break them out to three.
It's
pro trading
because it has because it's different.
Pro trading or everyday finance. And then what's powering behind is going to be a TWT running as the layer that we wanted to grow together with our users. So this means that we wanted to give back to users. We wanted to give back to community and token holders. But then we want this two group of people, rather than having independent identity, merge into one, right? So we don't want product user, just product users. They don't care about token. Token holder just care about this kind of token price and doesn't care about product usage. We want them to be one, and we want them to be important stakeholders for the product, the growth of the product, drive the product growth, and be able to also get back with the growth that the business are having.
I mean, affiliate for sure. I'm gonna work for my tokens because then, if they join the perp, then I will be rewarded as TWT. Then that's for me. That's at least a utility. Like you can work into it.
Yeah.
That's which is true. The problem is most of this crypto space are speculators.
Yes.
They don't use the tokens,
product.
and they don't use anything. They
Yeah.
just want the news just to see the price, and that's
Yeah.
it.
That's why the whole idea is not necessarily try to appeal to crypto speculators, but making this silent 200 million users find that, oh, it's much better for me to use TWT in the product, right? So then they actually find the meaning in the utilities of the tokens. Then that's natural demand for the tokens, and as a result, it creates this flywheel for both the users' usage benefits and for them as a token holder later on, also being able to benefit it as well. That's the whole.
You said something
principle.
very good here. Actually, it came to my head.
Yeah.
The biggest problem in crypto, in my opinion, they took it very fast to become very serious. How crypto came, how Bitcoin came, it was mainly through gamers. Like I got introduced to Bitcoin at the end of 2009.
That's early.
Yeah. I was playing World of Warcraft.
Okay.
And there in World of Warcraft, we mine gold.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a
Yeah,
game currency, right?
Yeah.
And we have bots to cheat. Sometimes we sleep, so it keep mining and whatever. But we have two options here. Either we sell it through other websites, and then we get money to PayPal, or to use inside the game. Because we need to fix our gear, blah, blah, blah. So it was mandatory for us, even to buy mounts and blah, 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 blah. And then Bitcoin came because some kids, they weren't having by PayPal. Yeah. So I remember back in the days, like Ventrilo, someone said, I have Bitcoin. So I was asking guys, what is Bitcoin? They said, like, it's something you can mine. I'm like, okay, can I sell it? They said, yes. I said, okay, give me. So we don't care. I mean, we were like pro gamers. So we were like boosting newbies. Yeah. So they pay us. We didn't care at that time. So we were selling it in OP skins. So we didn't even store it. We didn't even see the vision. We didn't even care about the vision. We were just farming it. Yeah. So when it comes here, till now, we're missing that part. In my kind of opinion, crypto is fun. Yeah. It shouldn't be taken that serious. Yeah. And if people start thinking I think, you know what crypto needs? This creative gamers to come and do the UX and UI and understand the business model to simplify it. Yeah. Because the majority of your movers today, it's not me and you. Yeah. It's all 19, 18, 17 years old. It doesn't mean we're old, but I mean, we're young, but they're younger.
Young at heart.
Yes. So they are the one moving everything. Yes. Imagine I'm getting calls now with some kids, all 18, 19. I'm like, oh. Yeah. I said, dude, respect. I'm your daddy. Yeah. So it is different, right? Yes. Imagine now this mentality is building for the majority of the space. Yeah. That's why it's always we're having ding, ding, ding. There's no use.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I play some games as well, where sometimes I have to like kill my stress. Like I go into the game. Sometimes I learn community through games, right? Like where you have to build alliances, you have to do diplomacy. Like what is natural community leadership when you don't get paid, right? There's no incentives. And meanwhile, is also this whole idea that I think crypto journey sometimes is advanced leveling too. And then you will get different monsters to kill, right? You don't kill 100 level monsters in your beginning, right? Like you need to know what is the steps that you're taking along the way.
Actually, that's a very good point here.
And then the key question is how to build a product and services, right? Because community sometimes is going to be this guide, the hand-holding players or the users to be a companion on this learning journeys that we're going together. Product can play a role. Human touch components also play an important role. And then we just need to build this crypto advancement experiences through communities, human touch, and through product experiences together so that people build confidence, right? They get new skills, they get new knowledge, they level up to kill new monsters. And then as they level up, they become the guide of somebody else, right? Like that's where communities are becoming healthy. But then I think that was happening in the earlier stage of the crypto industry. Nowadays, it's a little bit
crazy.
more.
Now the first day he go to fire.
Yeah. So I think this is a tricky part that as both of us are industry, leaders, that how does building community mean nowadays, right? How is building product means nowadays? How does combination of two to shape people's experience in crypto in a long-term sustainable and sense of achievement? I think maybe it's probably a deeper question that we can spend more time to thinking about. But for our perspective, from product perspective, we'll be having the tokens being running as a toolkit that both giving people this kind of incentives and at the same time as a guide to help them to leveling and channeling and exploring different parts of the product and to kind of grow together. And of course, there's definitely going to be a reward coming out of it. As I said, I think some of the fundamentals of the crypto tokenomics is you have to bring people along. The whole idea about why token is valuable is because everybody is the same stakeholders
and they share the same feeling and they want the same goal. It depends everyone which spot you're gonna leave and that is gonna continue.
Yes. The challenging and the more difficult part for crypto tokenomics is that how to do it not in the pure sense of security type of way, right? Not make it a pure capital market play, but make it a healthy way that it can drive the growth of the business and the product is the biggest challenges I think we are exploring. So something as we're doing this new tokenomics, that's definitely one of the biggest roadblock that we're facing. But we're going to experiment a couple of stuff that as we lay out in the tokenomics plan. And I'm very happy to see that a lot of our peers are also saying that they're going to launch a token. I think that's great because then we don't feel lonely anymore. We can learn how to do crypto
100%.
wallet tokenomics better together. And what will make me feel happy is wallet is now the new narratives that's going to be meaningful in this industry, that we becomes a valuable stack beyond just chains, protocols. Front end is going to be valuable and meaningful. I think that's going to help everybody doing the wallet space, going to do a lot better. And we can learn from each other and be creative together.
So when you're saying these things, it indicates that you're also going to have governance?
I think the governance portion is going to be a little bit more tricky and needs more design because compared to protocols, it's a bit harder to allow what part of governance decision to give out to whom, right? Because it's a product design. Everybody can have opinions, but who is the product experts to make whatever decision?
100%, yes, 100%.
So this part, I think we'll need to open up a little bit more slowly and gradually. But there are other parts of the operations that we're happily to get communities to be involved, such as the community building portions, the engagements portions. There's a lot more stuff that users and community definitely have a lot more rights to have a say. They play their strength and expertise first. And then we will see how this governance portions is going and then what kind of expertise community members display. Then we can see how the next stage of the governance do. I know that crypto industry's governance is quite a challenge. Engagement is really low. People don't care. You get very biased perspectives and views, right? So I've been talking about this idealism of decentralized, like DAO, since 2023. But even after 2+ years, I haven't seen too much successful
Of DAOs,
examples governance and social.
It's controlled by a whale. Usually few whales that they are driving the entire decision of the community, so it's not really healthy at the end
Right.
of the day.
And then it's also not decentralized either.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I think governance innovation is always slower and harder because human society doesn't change fundamentally that much, right, compared to technology. So we will take it slowly because we don't want to screw up a lot of the good foundations that we build up all together. Taking a prudence approach on governance is what I think might be long-term more sustainable as it gets ready that we can do more.
That's amazing. So now the new roadmap, we have 3, maybe 4 different elements if we didn't split the earn and perp. What else there?
I think it just needs to deliver.
When hard wallet.
You're talking about that. You just give me a new idea. I think we're going to evaluate if that needs to become a 5th portion or that's too much distraction.
To be honest, I don't because I don't understand. The most secure wallet, in my kind of opinion, again, it's not a technical advice.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a computer engineer, so I have a little bit background on what I'm saying. It's Trust Wallet. It's just missing for me because like Trust Wallet is the identity to people more than it's a wallet.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, I don't want to trash other wallets, but I will not see other wallets beside maybe one that people maybe attach to the name.
Yeah.
The rest, they're just using it as a wallet.
Yeah.
But Trust Wallet, people see it as a part of their identity.
Okay.
So I just want to carry it with me.
Yeah.
If that happened, I need commission. I will say that here, no problem.
Yes. Yeah. On hardware wallet, I think the strategy might be slightly different because we're a pure soft wallet team, right? So it comes down to if we build a complete different expertise, knowledge, it means who's going to do it? Is it through partnership? Is it through acquisition or through some other kind of approach? I think to your home point is that it's very hard to find happy UX hardware wallet out there so far, but you just told me one that I'm going to explore more. I think it comes down to this kind of wow moment. You'll be like, oh, this will be such a great companion to have with a wallet. Then you probably will make it stronger incentives that we wanted to push it harder. I think I will take it on as an exploration. I wouldn't make a promise that it's going to happen.
I mean, you have already a lot in your roadmap, which is everyone.
We gotta focus as well.
Yeah, everyone is actually amazing sector in my kind of opinion.
Yeah.
What else you want to share? Now, by the way, we spent all 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. I think something else wanted to share is.
I'll tell you, Singapore. What you gonna have in Singapore?
We will have a big event in Singapore, so I think that's quite exciting. Get to see community. But besides building the product, making the token actually works, and build communities around it. The last piece I think on top of my mind is, again, how to have a new paradigm of running a project for the long term, going through another round of bull and bear. I think it's interesting for our industry right now what kind of a bull and bear market cycle will look like. There are different arguments. Is this going to be a super cycle, right? Is the bull is going to run a lot more harder time?
The cycle is totally different from everything.
Yeah. And then, or is there going to be another winter, right? And then we'll go through this traditional route. Then even if it's like a huge market swing cycles, how to make sure that we can always persevere through and sustain in the longer term. Because compared to the last cycle, you can say that we still have the sugar daddy of the finance being able to support. I think now Trust Wallet is a teenager stage and growing into an 18-year-old, going to be graduating on its own. Then it needs to be able to stand on its own feet and sustain both bull and bear and having good long-term businesses out there. And if it's a super bull market, I think the challenges for any operational team is everybody's exhausted.
Yes. That's
how to have the sustainable perseverance while you are exhausted in this kind of a highly super noisy, adrenaline running, like party really hard, right? Party meaning working really hard type of moment, right? Like I think that this touches a little bit on internal operations management, but I think that's the third things that usually markets don't see out there, but we are truly running a company and a project that this is also top of the mind. So that you can not only take care of the people outside, the users, the communities, also can take care of the people inside so that the team can continue to perform on a high level going forward. So those will be the three aspects: the product, token, and the community, and then great team performances, so that we can sustain through the market cycles with persistency in the long term.
To be honest, I feel the first two might be new and challenging. The last one, I don't think too much because you already survived a couple of sad bear market.
Yeah.
Where, trust me, many of the wallets that they were running maybe the same level or below, they are now not even used. Maybe they are operating, but there's no users at all. But you manage in the bear and bull market to survive. And now, as an ecosystem, we became stronger. So I don't think, I mean, you should just be hungry to get more users, not to survive, because surviving is something I'm quite sure it's there.
Thank you for the confidence. I think sometimes when we're running the company, you always wanted to have a sense of risk and urgency. right? You don't want it to be complacent. You don't want the bull market's music to run as if that's going to be the status quo forever. So always have to, while everybody is cheering, you want it to be the one that's sober, so that the cheerful moments can last longer, and
For
potentially
me, I'm
to
not worried.
sustain this.
I mean, for me, I always see you. Again, this is my point, or the way I see you. I see you like the baby version of Hui. I always
That's
see
a
that.
compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like saying baby or something. But that's how
Yeah.
I see you. I mean,
Yeah.
well, because I've heard about Hui. I've seen Hui. She's the same personality, but 10 times aggressive.
Yes, maybe sometimes she says that like you needed to push it harder. You needed to like.
She's hardworking. She's
yeah,
hardworking. One like her should just relax, but she's enjoying what she's doing, and that's
think
most
so.
important. The same
Yeah.
goes to CZ as well.
Yes.
But
think
CZ is more on Twitter with like, different style.
Yeah.
She's more into behind the scene as well.
I think both of them. What I admire both of them is that they are definitely running on mission. By all the secular means, you can say that they can just chill. But I think they are having a mission and a sense of history that they are carrying, and then they wanted to make the best for the industry. Of course, nobody is perfect. We always
no
are
one is
learning
perfect.
and
No
then
one is
making
perfect.
mistakes. I think sometimes the key is just hanging in there, doing experiments. They may work or they may not work. Sometimes we get criticism and trashed pretty hard, as always.
Actually, what I like about CZ, again, no one is perfect. No one in the world. But what I like about CZ that when he does an experiment and it doesn't work, he have no problem to say it didn't work.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like that ego that,
Yeah, we all
to act
we
like,
cannot admit that we fail
Yeah.
at something. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, he doesn't care, and he showed it, and he continue, and that's what made, in my kind of opinion, CZ close to the people,
Yeah.
because he doesn't ignore or LARP on them like many others in the industry.
Yeah.
So one Chen, thank you very much for
No
coming to the show.
No problem. Yeah.
And I
Always
really
glad to
hope-
chat.
Of course, next time when we have like when the hard wallet comes, we speak the third show. That's all with my hand.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So thank you for coming. You're a very respected person.
Thank you.
From your team, that some of them I know. You've seen the hard life of crypto, but you've always been there. Her husband is amazing as well, and he's also hardworking. And God bless you, both of you, and your kids and family, and Trust Wallet to see it acquiring 1 billion user in the next show, inshallah.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for
Hopefully that
coming.
will be sooner, and then we'll make it the fourth one.
Inshallah. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Guys, Trust Wallet, be sure to follow and use the wallet, because it's really one of the most secured wallet I've ever seen in this industry, where people can get hacked. Yes, as we said at the beginning, it might be a little bit more secured from the user experience, but that to protect your assets at the end of the day. But now it's becoming way simpler, easier for all degens, because before in the last cycles we didn't have much degens than this cycle. So be sure, if you didn't try it, to try it and download it now. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.
Thank you.
It's not just a room.
It's the Room of EljaBoom.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I feel like an